Hey folks, it's Maki here and welcome to another TEW2020 video. He joins again back on the Shimmer save, and it is Wrestlemania weekend, which means we have a Shimmer show for you. Hopefully a spectacular one, because we are aiming this to be a Wrestlemania-like main event for our company. And yeah, one step further to getting to small level. Quite interesting developments over the last couple of weeks before we book this show, so I'm just going to run you over a few things as we head towards that. First and foremost, the financial side of things. We are now sitting at over 100,000 profit since we started the mod, so that is good profit so far. I still would like a little bit more in reserve, but I feel like we're getting closer before we can upgrade the production values of various things. Whether we make TV or not, still going to keep it as a no at the moment, but we are getting ever closer, as I said, to small. 35 is what we need within the Great Lakes region, and we are at 31 at the moment, so we're close, but I think we'll stay at the model we have at the moment. After that, yeah, we'll be small for a while. 59 popularity within the Great Lakes, and 35 in either the Mid-Atlantic, Midwest or Tri-State, which you can see at the moment is roughly about 12 over. So, long way to go, but that's nowhere near our thinking at this moment of time. Other news. So, let's let you have a look. Shanna has one appearance on her contract. She's retiring. I felt like it was my duty to, when I see any female that's been really talented retire, that within that 3-month retirement, get them in for an appearance and give them a farewell match, so she will have that. We have acquired Serena Deeb, who was on a written contract but non-exclusive contract with AEW, so she'll be here. We have acquired the services of Tegan Knox as well. I'm going to change that to Tegan Knox with a K, because I hate copying their WWE names. I like to alter them a little bit. She is signing on a handshake deal. Her WWE NXT contract, however, does not finish for 4 days, so she will not be available until after this episode. And we have one person out, and I believe that is Navia, who is on maternity leave. So she'll be missing for 9 months and 2 weeks. So 2 shows since you last joined us. Actually, we'll just check if there is anything else that has happened. News is always the best way for me to keep up. Yeah, just really adopting some friendly attitudes with the likes of Impact, Sendai Girls and Stardom, just to kind of try and get more talents on board. And of course running Shimmer shows 1, 2, 4 and 1, 2, 5. So we'll drop down to the show history tab, give you an idea of what has been happening. Obviously you joined us for 1, 2, 3. So we're at the Dayton Convention Centre in the Great Lakes, where we had 411 fans in attendance for a 48 rated show. Ruby Soho picking up a victory over Alison Kay. Holly Dead and Sue Young defeated the Bird and the Bee, which is of course Solo Darling and Willow Nightingale, to a 46. Thunder Rosa defeated Rhea O'Reilly in a 44 rated matchup. I made that steal the show, hence why it wasn't great. Promo from Diona on Thunder Rosa was a 45, and Diona Purrazzo defeated Chris Statlander in the main event in a 54 rated matchup. On to 125, we had Jessica Havoc defeat Belle Pierce with a 40. We had Ashley Vox defeat Marty Bell in a 40. Maki Itoh makes her debut and she defeated Heather Monroe in a 38 rated matchup. And the main event saw the Shimmer champion lose a non-title matchup as Diona Purrazzo defeated Kimberly in a 60 rated matchup. After the match we had Thunder Rosa cut a promo, a 49. And if all goes to plan and all 3 are available, we will have the Shimmer Championship on the line. Kimberly, Thunder Rosa, Diona Purrazzo in a 1 hour technical master class matchup. So that is what we're going to book now. Let's hope they're all available, and let's hope this doesn't mess up my plans, because I really would like to have that epic showcase in our main event. So we'll be sticking with 4 matches. Hopefully we can get away with it. Of course we'll be on WWN Live, so that is selected for now. Tegan Knox, Cheerleader Melissa and Navia, that matchup is going to happen let's book it. So first and foremost, before we do anything, we can now have 480 fans, so we will move up to the Jefferson Arena within Jefferson, Indiana. So that will be us pushing for the 500 rated 500 attendance. We have an incident that I didn't see, so we'll quickly pop back for that. And that's Shanna being brought towards Wrestler's Court by Alison Danger. She did not pick up her share of the rental car. I mean, it's a one-off appearance, Shanna. Surely you could have done that. And yeah, well, you'll have a match up tonight and you won't be winning. But anyway, we said going to put the Shimmer Championship on the line. I haven't just switched any belts. So high end still has the Heart of Shimmer. The tag belts are still on the 3 stars. And of course the Shimmer Champion's Kimberly. But it is going to change. All these championships will move once I do more shows and get more accustomed to our roster. But as I say, triple threat action for the main championship. And it is going to be Thunder Rosa. It is going to be Deonna Purrazzo, and I believe Kimberly's a babyface here. This is going to be good, man. But as I say, no messing about with it. 3 ladies are getting 60 minutes to go at it. Shimmer Championship on the line. New champion, Thunder Rosa. Technical Masterclass. Pinfall victory in the main event. Can't wait. So obviously now we need a steal the show matchup, which has to be less than 15 minutes due to the amount of time. And I am going to go for this one. We're going to have Maki Itoh in action, and we'll have her face off against Zoe Sky. So this one will get penalised because it will be short, but we need the steal show matchup, so Maki Itoh will get that. The reason I went with this one is because there's going to be some major matches also taking place in the card, and I would quite like them to get the adequate time they need because the Serena Deeb debut is happening, and we are going straight in with her facing Allysin Kay. 23 minutes, and I think we're going to debut Serena straight in there with a submission victory in 23 minutes. Serena, give that to Portia, please. Perfect. So we could actually book the show like that. 99 minutes of wrestling action. But I feel like we need one more match at least, and that is going to be Jordan Grace in action. In fact, let's go All-Star. The Runaway. She might be with AEW by the time this goes live, probably. Ruby Soho in action, and we'll have her face off against Jessica Troy, who is obviously not the most over, but a fantastic technical attribute skill. 72, and we'll give them 23 minutes of action with the moreover Ruby Soho picking up the victory. So 124 minutes, I believe. Brian Gordy is doing too much, so we will switch him up. In fact, I only have one referee, so yeah, not ideal. We might not get our big matchup that we want, because I really need to make sure he's not going to be fatigued. Is that going to be at less? Nope. Do we have any local referees? That may help us here if we can. We do. There we go. We'll just put it. You know what? I don't even know how our skills would be as a referee, but obviously retired wrestler, or is she back now? I don't know. Mikey Knuckles, but yeah, we'll bring her in. Negotiate, and I need you to be a one-off referee. People can let me know. I'm not too up to date with the world of wrestling as I should be globally. But oh, that's still too much for him. Oh well, Mickey Knuckles can do that as well. Perfect. And because of that, he's going to have a bit more time. And I keep the show simple, basic, effective. I want a post-match celebration where the crowd go wild for Thunder Rosa. So 5 minutes, that's all I need, because it's a 95% show of matches. So all we need is the one segment to end the show. So simple, basic, effective hopefully. Here is Shimmer Volume 126. So we know Mickey Knuckles won't be coming back, but we needed her. That's my bad for having a big long match up. I could have just reduced the main event, but I really wanted that match to be awesome and go long, so that's on me. But about had great heat and good wrestling. Ruby Soho defeats Jessica Troy in 23-12 of the Heidi Ho. 38, Jessica Troy offered game with a better performance here as well, despite that. 41 for Ruby Soho, and of course the poor refereeing hurt the match up, so that is going to cost us in the Maki Itoh match as well. We had an exceptional match up here which saw Serena Deeb defeat Allysin Kay in 1945 by submission. A 57 played a 54. Fan favourite gimmick was an initial rating of poor. I've not really been bothering about gimmicks because it's just really having a lot of kick-ass wrestlers here, so I've not really been worrying too much about the characters, and Serena benefited from being an amazing forum. But 56 is pretty good, easily could have main evented, but we'll build her up for that. Then the poor matchup between Maki Itoh and Zoe Sky, still got good heat and decent wrestling. Itoh with a win in 950 with a flying big head. It's a very devastating manoeuvre. 34 here, Maki Itoh with a 50 by the way, holy crap. 28 for Zoe Sky. The match was too short as we said it would be, and of course awful as a referee, but it is one of the match types I need. I don't know, do I need it? I think it's 3 types I need anyway, but we cover the basis with it. I'm happy to take a hit if it means some of them can have an exceptional matchup. But it all comes down to this. Your main event of the evening. An exceptional matchup saw Thunder Rosa defeat Deonna Purrazzo and Kimberly in 59-33 when Thunder Rosa defeated Deonna Purrazzo with a reverse DDT. She wins the Shimmer Championship. It only gets the 48 because of course they would have a lack of psychology here, which meant the bout dragged in the middle with a lack of flow being noticeable. The fact that performances are 57, 57 and 59 gives me great hope that these three, if put together in a shorter matchup, could have maybe reached the 60, but I'll take that hit because I wanted something special for WrestleMania weekends. But it's still going to be a pop gaining show I believe, and yeah, delighted with that regardless. And because I made it 5 minutes, all my promo segments have been 4 and have been fine. This one not so much, so that's my fault. I've been getting away with promos being 5 minutes recently. Down here, 37 as she celebrates as the new Shimmer champion. We conclude the show with a 43 rated show, so nowhere near our best, but we took a lot of gambles here. Some of it paid off, some of it didn't, but we certainly learned from it, and you're having some of the talent that we've got gives me great optimism going forward. I'm going to quickly hit this because there'll be a lot of stuff happening, and we can also take a wee look at the results for WrestleMania Night 1. But I'm quite happy just sitting with like 4 or 5 matches per Shimmer. It's keeping the worker costs down, it's allowing us to make a lot more profit, and I feel the younger talents that we've got, we can start to utilise them once we have a bit more financial leeway, and we can have more matches which will allow their development. But I think the main idea at the moment is to get to small, get that more revenue in, and then in turn we can start having more matches and hopefully more shows as well. So WrestleMania Saturday, we'll cover that as well, and that ended with a main event of Goldberg defeating Braun Strowman. Yikes. Bobby Lashley defeating John Cena, Elias and Sheamus. Roman Reigns over Drew. The New Day over AJ and Seth. And Becky over Alexa, Rhea and Doudrop for the Raw Women's Championship. And Bianca Belair over Charlotte Flair. So Charlotte done the job, Bianca not losing within 20 odd seconds. Also to clarify, Braun Strowman was re-signed in this save. Obviously, at time of recording, I don't know where he is. But for us, most importantly, sticking with the 7,000 viewers roughly, so we've got a long way to go in terms of that. As I say, I don't even want to look at the broadcasting situation. That's a bit worrying, so we really need to try and what are we missing? Minimum popularity. The company must be tiny. I swear we are tiny. Oh, you must have 30 popularity in 3 regions. We may lose them because I don't see us getting 30 popularity in 3 regions. It's going to take a long way to get the Mid-Atlantic and Midwest up. We've basically got a year and a half to get 18 pop in those places, so that's going to be tricky. Great Lakes is fine, but yeah, 4 more pops. I'm thinking it's probably about every 2 shows we gain, so we could be looking at the end of the year we will be a small company. But that's it for this episode of Shimmer. I hope you have enjoyed it. Hope you're enjoying the journey, because we are only just getting started. There's a long way to go, and I believe by the end of the next video we'll pretty much be 1 year in already. And it'll be interesting to see if any other free agents become available for the company to recruit. So cheers for watching, much appreciated. If you've enjoyed that, wee thumbs up. Let us know how you're feeling it with TW in this day and age, the wrestling world as it continues to evolve in general. Let me know your thoughts. Until next time, 21 Maxwell, and I'll see you all for the next time. Bye bye.